Hi, my name is Carrie Turner, and this is my presentation about Amazon and Whole Foods market merger. This report has the intentions of discovering whether the corporate merger between Amazon and Whole Foods would be a successful merger in big business. First off, I'd like to start. Consolidation in the industry will result in major changes in consumer experience. So when Amazon and Whole Foods announced their merger, the two retailers shared a vision for like where they want Whole Foods organic products to, stand out, and they wanted it to be affordable for everyone. So they implemented a new program. It's called the Prime Membership Program, and it played a key role in this new price initiative that they wanted to implement at Whole Foods stores. The integration of the Prime Membership Program into the Whole Foods system helped to receive special discounts and savings within the stores. And then also Whole Foods has a strategic, target market. They target men and women who want to live healthy lifestyles. They have a smaller niche for a target market. They primary target includes mostly women and men from the middle to upper class between the ages of 22 to 40 who prefer organic or all natural products. Now, Amazon, on the other hand, has a larger, broader target market, which includes multiple segments. It includes men and women over the age of 18 in over 100 countries who prefer online shopping. Next, I want to talk about the brand, Whole Foods brand. So Whole Foods is known for its all-natural products. Well, with Amazon's acquisition of the company, they have to implement like CPG products now. This will increase consumer traffic within the company. And by doing so, this completely changes the Whole Foods brand. So instead of their own organic and all-natural products, they're going to carry other labels. And then Amazon also plans to offer some of these products online as well. With these changes in the company, Amazon has the ability to completely change the customer dynamics for the Whole Foods stores. Instead of reaching a small niche market, Whole Foods products will now be available to everyone. And they did this with innovation and reimagination of the products within the stores. So when the Amazon Whole Foods merger happened, the dynamics of shopping changed with their innovation. Amazon implemented the Prime Membership Program within all the Whole Foods stores, and this gave them a competitive edge. Prime members are able to get special savings and discounts when they shop at the Whole Foods stores. So this is something that kind of made them stand out now and kind of make them a top competitor within the grocery industry. Next, I'd like to talk about Amazon's market share. They're a top leader for market share. According to Britton Ladd, Amazon has become the most dangerous competitor in the grocery industry when it acquired Whole Foods. So he wrote in this article that he predicted that smaller retail chains, they aren't going to survive in the rapid consolidating industry, and large retail chains, so this would be like Walmart, Kroger, they'd have to reevaluate their entire grocery strategy. And this is because Amazon brought on a whole new game here. They implemented a lot of like online fast shipping, cheap pricing. So he continued, and I like this quote a lot, unless grocery executives can pivot their thinking, they're going to lose market share to Amazon Whole Foods much faster than they believe is possible. And I also agree with this statement, just because it is really exciting that they did this. They entered a brand new market that Amazon wasn't part of, and they were already known as like the everything store. So this was something really cool. Next, I want to talk about the impact on Amazon's value and the value of Whole Foods. So it's expected that the merger is going to significantly increase the value of Amazon and Whole Foods. According to Managing Director of Retail at Global Data, Whole Foods would have declined in sales had Amazon not acquired the company. And September of 2018, Amazon reached a market cap of $1 trillion. And Whole Foods was kind of part of this, reaching that point. So for any business involved in a merger or acquisition, it's important to avoid collusion within the industry. Preventing collusion is key to not only being profitable, but also getting a return on your investment. According to CEO of Nintex, Amazon has been doing the following 3 things to avoid collusion within the industry. They've been avoiding needless leadership shakeups, and they did this by keeping the same CEO of Whole Foods. They kept him in his position. They approached process change, so they implemented cheaper prices and new products within Whole Foods. And then also they are overseeing effective process management. And this means that their new management style, it's not hindering Whole Foods process, it's helping them. So it's very effective. Before the merger, Amazon sold limited amount of groceries, and Whole Foods market stores only made up a small percentage of U.S. food sales. So because of this, some experts expected the deal to just go in, be approved by U.S. regulators and grocery chain shareholders. But some critics argued that by Amazon acquiring Whole Foods, it gives them leverage in like logistics and merchandising power, and they had the possibility to dominate an entirely new market. However, U.S. Federal Trade Commission stated there would be no investigation into the merger until after further review of the deal. Once the merger, was sealed, once they reviewed it, they decided that it wouldn't lessen the competition, nor would it constitute an unfair method of competition. So they decided that this merger would be fine and it wouldn't lessen anything of any of the competitors. Next, I want to talk about a little bit about how Amazon has helped the economy. So Julia Horowitz from CNN, she's a reporter. She reported when the merger happened, and it explained that Amazon planned to hire 6,000 workers nationwide at all of its Whole Food stores. And then on top of that, Amazon also planned to expand their workforce. So they announced that they plan to create 100,000 U.S. jobs. And the crazy thing is they exceeded that. This is just really cool. According to investment banker Morgan Stanley, Amazon's contribution and impact on the job market have been greatly underappreciated. Even though the overall national retail employment declined by 29,000 jobs in the U.S. in 2017, Amazon was able to create 135,000 new jobs in other departments. So this completely exceeded their expectations. Like I said previously, they had only planned on 100,000 more jobs, and they exceeded it with 35,000 more than they planned. So I believe Amazon's really helped the job market a lot. And then lastly, I want to talk about just the merger in general. So a lot of people think that this merger really clashed. They're two completely opposite industries. So Amazon, they're known for cheap prices, fast shipping, efficiency. Whereas Whole Foods, they pride themselves on being high quality and empowering with a personal touch. So, they kind of two different ends of the spectrum. So, according to an investigative journalist, Amazon's acquisition of Whole Foods is equivalent to mixing tap water with organic extra virgin olive oil. And I thought this was a funny quote just because, that's something Whole Foods would sell. So, really, he's just saying it's really weird. These two different industries, these two cultures, it's really weird for them to be coming together, merging. However, Amazon's acquisition, they decided to come in with a more data-driven mindset and help Whole Foods, scale up, possibly add more stores around the U.S. But there were some instances where, forcing one management style on another organization, it could end up in a culture clash. And this is what we see when we see the merger of Whole Foods and Amazon. And then lastly, with the acquisition of Whole Foods, Amazon's now able to enter into this new industry, which is groceries. While the merger is seen as a friendly, vertical merger, it doesn't display aspects of a monopoly. Some people believe it does. Amazon's already known as an everything store, meaning they sell almost anything customers need, and this made some critics and regulators hesitate to approve the deal. But it was approved because the merger didn't lessen competition. So it's in Amazon's best interest to continue with future negotiations and mergers, continue to grow. They don't plan on, changing Whole Foods besides really just adding new products. They just want to reimagine the grocery experience, which I think they have by implementing, Prime membership. They've got stuff online that you can buy. So really, it's just good for Amazon that they did this, and it gives them an idea of what it would be like to enter in another industry. So really, if they were to make another acquisition, and once again, they'd completely disrupt whatever industry they join, and just like the company they did with just like they did with Whole Foods, they just completely overwhelmed everyone within the grocery industry. So I think that if they did it again, they'd do the exact same thing in the next industry that they joined. So good for Amazon. So I think this is a good merger. I think it will really help out another company, and give them an idea of what they should be doing, how they should be improving, and up the competition a little bit, give us more options online and whatnot. So yeah. And here's my references. And thank you for joining me for my presentation.